Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 17 of the Jetstream podcast. Let's just get right into it here. I want to start off with a bit of positivity because I'm sure later in this podcast there's going to be a lot of negativity. First things first, let's just get the obvious shit out of the way. Congratulations to Team USA on a big win at the Olympics.
Fuck USA.
I'm gonna hold this until I get my introduction.
Joined as always by our co-host Graham Singleton. Graham, how you doing, man? Love the jersey you're looking.
Thank you. It is good to be back. I am doing fantastic. I'm happy that Breakel's light behind him is blinding my eyes, but he looks as good as ever. Anton, you look as good as ever with the Lululemon sweater that I'm sure you paid way too little money for. Things are good, other than Canada losing, but I will let you continue.
I was gonna save that for later, but man, I'm so glad I spent $300 on a absolute dog shit Bauer Josh Morrissey jersey with not only him getting injured for the entire tournament, but then it possibly being the worst Olympics in the past, 40 years.
For Canada. It was actually really nice. There was a lot of really cool moments.
You know what? Let's start off with the positives. Great tournament, fun to watch. Obviously not the outcome we wanted, but a fantastic tournament all around. At least we made it to that gold medal game against the USA. Lots to be excited about. Great hockey from Canada. Yeah, congrats to the USA. Again, been thinking about this all day, so I just wanted to say this right out of the gate. Obviously we don't like seeing the USA win, but there were a lot of positives. There's a lot of guys on that other team that I'm happy to see win. Them
Austin Matthews not being one of them.
Austin Matthews not being one of them, but I just want to get this out of the way. Them having Johnny Gaudreau's jersey out there and stuff, that was obviously, I think we can all agree, was a very cool thing to see.
And the kids.
And the kids, yeah, and having his family out there and stuff was
And
awesome.
did you see the report that came out today that the whole year of 2024 before he passed, the whole first half of the year, he was telling his dad, I'm working towards making that Olympic team. I want to make that Olympic team so badly and stuff. So,
yeah,
touching, very touching.
Yeah,
cool moment.
Just wanted to start just wanted to start with that, and then. If we want to look at the positives too, I thought if we lost to the US that I would be pretty upset. And of course, I'm very upset. But if you want to, again, look at the positives, if there was a way for us to lose this game, this was kind of the perfect way in that Connor Hellebuck absolutely stole the show for Team USA and would not have won this game without him. And so, Graham, I want to ask you, are you as hurt about this game as you thought you would be, or are you happy about it because of how well Connor Hellebuck played?
First off, I'm gutted. Second off, Breaks, I'm going to need your camera on for this because I need to see your facial expression when I say it. It is not just Connor Hellebuck anymore. We are calling him 3-time Vezina winning, 1-time Hart Trophy winning, 1-time President's Trophy winning, and now 1-time gold medalist and the best goaltender in the league and the best goaltending performance in the history of any national game ever in history.
Why are you saying that?
I disagree, and also talk to me when he can perform on the road in the playoffs. But
okay,
my God,
Dominic Hasek, when they beat Canada in 1998.
Oh my God,
the gold medal game was way better.
Let's cope more. You were watching Dominic Hasek in 1988?
No, we weren't alive.
Sorry, I wasn't alive for that
1998.
moment.
Whatever it was.
He won them that gold medal, hands fucking down. Yes, I know Hellebuck played good, but I'm giving top goaltending performance to
Oh my God, this is rage bait. This is 150 million% rage bait. I guarantee you, if you pull 100 NHLers 95% of them will say winning a gold medal and performing like that in a gold medal game is better than winning and performing in a Game 7 NHL Stanley Cup final.
100%.
Depends on the player.
100%. Oh,
A 95 out of 100 would say that. The only ones who wouldn't are ones that wouldn't make an Olympic team. That is the biggest. That is one of the craziest takes I've ever heard in the history of anything. We're gonna talk. We're gonna talk about his playoff woes after he just posted a 41 save.
That was rage bait.
A 41
I'm
save.
talking about Dominic Hasek in the 1998 Olympics beating Canada.
Okay, I'll break it down for you how special that was. Whether you want to talk about expected goals and advanced stats, Canada had 5.6 expected goals in that game based off how they played chances, slot chances, total shots. Connor Hellebuck led in 1. 4.6 goals saved above expected is one of the greatest single game performances in history based off advanced metrics alone. 2, the fact that Connor Hellebuck not only fighting playoff demons and basically, thanks to Frank Saramanskedi saying that Ottinger was going to be the starter in Milan 1 year ago today, not only did Jake Ottinger not get a single minute, a single second in this tournament, Connor Hellebuck played 4 out of the 5 games, had, I believe, a .956 save percentage throughout the entire Olympics, and had a 41 save victory against what every single hockey fan in the world was saying was the greatest Canadian team ever assembled. He single-handedly won them that hockey game. Devon Toews, one of the greatest saves I've ever seen in my entire life. Nathan McKinnon, not a save, but Connor Hellebuck's aura stopped that puck from going in the net. The only shot that got by that guy in the entire game was the most perfect low blocker shot by the best defenseman on the planet. McDavid couldn't score. McKinnon couldn't score. Seth Jarvis couldn't score. Sam Reinhart couldn't score. Sam Bennett couldn't score. The list goes on and on and on and on. That was the greatest game, greatest performance of any goaltender in the history of anything ever. I rest my case.
100%.
But yes, I'm gutted. That fucking sucked. But I'm happy for Hellebuck.
100%. And if you want to give the U.S. a bit more credit too, I mean, they also did play pretty outstanding team defense, and their defensive core did play pretty well considering the absolute domination that was the Team Canada offense, I guess. Yeah, crazy. I mean, Graham, I have to apologize to you because before the Olympics started, we were sort of talking about how we thought the U.S. might be a better team and how last year I thought they were a better team. And although I didn't quite say that, the way that we dominated that game against the U.S. was like, holy shit, we are so much better than these guys. It's crazy. And I know, I guess we can't say that because we lost and goaltending is still part of the team. But again, without Connor Hellebuck, they don't win that game. And so we were 100% the better team in that game, which makes it that much harder to watch. But also, I do think that last year, in the Four Nations, the U.S. was the better team in that game, and they lost. Not quite to that scale, but I do think, I don't know, maybe it's a bit evened out now, because I think the U.S. deserved to win the Four Nations, but I thought we deserved to win that game. Is that a fair assessment, would you say?
Yes.
Okay.
I would agree.
But how the fuck do we not win that game? How the fuck do we not win that game?
Can I just run it back, Turbo?
Yep, you can.
Okay. Dominic Hasek actually beat Canada in the semis. He also beat U.S. in the quarters, and he also beat Russia in the finals. His team was... Do you want me to list his whole team, or do you want me to just tell you the NHL players on his team?
The NHL players.
Him and Jaromir Jagr. That's it. Okay? Let's go to the fucking Team Canada. Brodeur, Curtis Joseph, Patrick Waugh, Al McInnes, Scott Stevens, Chris Pronger, Eric Darnay, Rob Blake, Adam Foote, Ray Bork, Mark Recchi, Brendan Shanahan, Rob Brendamore, Steve Yzerman, Joe Nieuwendyk, Eric Lindros, Joe Sakic, Wayne Gretzky. Those are just some of the names. He single-handedly beat that whole fucking team. And you're telling me that Connor Hellebuck, with probably one of the best defensive cores in front of him, has a better performance? You
Brakel.
can't tell me
Why
that's...
can you
Brakel.
not just let us have this?
Brakel. They had 41 shots.
I don't care.
How many shots did Dominik Hasek have against him in that game?
Care
Does it
about
say?
Dominik Hasek?
The fact that we're talking about Dominik Hasek, who is a great goaltender right now, but why are we talking about a 1998 performance?
You just brought up the point that it was the best international performance ever, and I said no.
Okay.
And you looked at me like I was fucking nuts.
What was it, the semifinal
Fair.
game?
That's fair.
Semifinal, yeah. He beat U.S., Canada, and Russia in the quarters, semis, and finals. That is the best all-time international performances.
Okay.
Dominik
Let's see,
Hasek
search
made 30 saves during regulation and overtime in the 1998 semifinal against Canada.
Okay.
So Hellebuck had 11 more shots.
Okay.
Does that not
and
equate?
Hellebuck also had Quinn Hughes, top 3 defenseman. Zach Werenski, top 3 defenseman.
But
Charlie McAvoy, top 7 defenseman.
Okay, but it doesn't matter because that defensive core let more shots get on their goaltender than the Czechs did.
I would gladly let Canada shoot from the outside. It doesn't matter about shots, it's quality.
Okay, I will also bring that up. You can continue, Anton, while I search this and tap away on my keyboard.
I don't have anything to say about this because I didn't watch the semifinals in 1998. I don't care. I don't care. Why can't you just let us have this? It was an amazing goaltending performance from the USA goaltender.
From Hellebuck.
Okay.
I'm not saying it wasn't amazing. I'm just saying Graham stated a fact that was wrong.
In the 2026
Fair
Winter
enough.
Olympics, Team Canada recorded 27 shots from the slot against USA, with 17 of those coming from the inner slot. So he had almost as many slot shots as Dominik Hasek had total shots, but they're shooting from the outside.
He's got you there.
What's the slot measurement there?
Oh my God.
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay, please tell me that you don't think having a good defensive core in front of you, rather than a bunch of people from some fucking European league against Wayne Gretzky, Joe Sakic, Steve Yzerman, that's not more impressive. And he beat three fucking teams.
It's not, because this Canada team had more slot shots and more inner slot shots.
You're so dumb. I can't take you anymore. Okay, continue.
How does that make any sense? Any sense? Because the players weren't in the NHL and they were worse? Even though this Canada team had more shots.
On this.
Okay.
Continue, and I'm going to roll back on this when we go to coaching this week.
Take it away.
Well, let's
take it away.
I'm trying to think of some of the great opportunities that we had in that game. So McDavid, the best player in the world, the best player we've ever seen, gets stopped on a breakaway. Celebrini,
the shittiest move alive. He skated into Hellebuck. Because
Hellebuck was there. And
he
literally
made a great stick-handled into him. Celebrini had a breakaway.
Okay, well, you know what? We'll take this as a win. This is Connor McDavid slander.
Wow, I was gonna come into this pod defending McDavid too, but I guess
will be
not.
hyping up McDavid later in the pod.
Of course.
But that was a horrible breakaway. Horrible breakaway.
I won't anymore. But
horrible
we'll get to that.
But keep going.
Celebrini
the penalty
breakaway.
kill was also 100% on the whole tournament.
Exactly. They had a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4, and they didn't score. Sure, the penalty killing was excellent, but you can score handily on a 5-on-3 if there's not a good goaltender in net. Anyway, Celebrini breakaway, McDavid breakaway, Celebrini in front of the net twice, Devon Taves in front of the net, 3 Colton Parayko shots on one shift.
Devon Taves was so lucky. It's a nice save, but it's so lucky.
Yeah, okay.
You can't tell me he's like,
no,
he's like,
I know.
I'm gonna
He
put
stuck
my
a
stick
stick
here,
out, but he still had to put a stick out to make that
save. He still made the
save.
He still made the save.
I'm saying it's a nice save, but he didn't put his stick there saying, I'm gonna save this puck by putting my stick there. It's, I'm gonna put my stick there and fucking pray to God it hits my stick. Any literal different way that Devon Taves hits that puck, it's in. He pokes it with one hand along the ice, it's in. Like, it's a lucky save, but a nice. Okay, keep going. Let's move on, because Graham's just delusional.
I don't know where to segue from here. Let's go to the other side of it and saying that the people online who are shitting on Binnington, saying that he didn't play well in that game is on him, are completely wrong.
Binnington played. But that's insane discourse.
Binnington had another unbelievable game, big time binner. That overtime could have been done a minute earlier if he didn't make that save on Quinn Hughes. I'm blanking, but there were also like a few other amazing opportunities from the USA.
Segue into something. How about Connor McDavid in the 3 biggest games of his entire life? 2 Game 7s and a gold medal, has 0 points. Big game player?
I got
Big game player?
I got something for that.
I hope you go to his scoring chances or his amount of shots or the inner slot shots that he has during those, because he's creating all these opportunities, yet those are not permissible stats when talking about the goaltending. Connor McDavid cannot get it done in the big games. How about that?
Okay, I'll counter this because I only have 1 point to this, and I've been seeing that discourse online too, and I think that's absolutely bullshit. And I am tired of people saying that the Four Nations face-off was not a big deal. I get it was a made-up tournament, and some people are calling it an exhibition game, but it was still best on best hockey. And to me, like, I know it's not the Olympics, and I know the Olympics has so much more aura and goes back way further, but it was Olympic hockey, essentially. It was the 4 best nations, and like, he delivered in that big moment. And
before you make your point, I would like to say that was rage bait because you pissed me off about Hellebuck. Connor McDavid
See, the thing is, I'm not
by
delusional,
far and
and I
away
see
the
that
best
he
hockey
actually
player in the
isn't-
entire world. By a country mile. It is unbelievable what that guy did, not only in this tournament, but in every single shift that he had. He is by far and away the best hockey player I have ever seen with my own eyes. It is not even close.
I second that.
It is absolutely insane. And no fault to him, because as I saw an account today say hockey's a team sport, and it's categorized as the weakest link is what makes your team, which Canada did not have any really depth scoring come that final game. I mean, they only scored 1 goal, but still, it is actually mind-bending that a guy that averaged 3 points a game for the first 4 games, just for whatever reason, can't find the back of the net or a point in 2 Game 7s and a gold medal. That's crazy. Take it away.
I'll also say that that overtime was his fault.
I would agree.
And he was selfish.
Not.
I would agree.
Yeah, absolutely not.
100%. 100% his fault. And Cale Makar's horrible back check by Cale
Makar was a horrible pinch. McKinnon could have easily got that. McKinnon could have easily got that puck and just bailed out to the corner. He didn't even take away the pass.
Okay, but McDavid tried hero ball 3 times. He went 1 on 3 3 times.
Yeah, I'm not saying McDavid had a good overtime, but I'm saying he didn't lose in that game. But okay, let's going back to the big.
Yeah, go ahead.
Going back to McDavid in the big games. Okay, he gets back to Edmonton. Take the C, strip it off, put that shit on Leon Draisaitl. Here's my big plan here. Here's my big plan here.
What are you talking about?
Captain loses in the Game 7 finals. Captain loses in the finals in 6 games. Assistant captain, he wins 4 nations. Assistant captain to the first 3 games of Olympics. He's 3 points a game and they win by large margins. As soon as he wore the C for Canada, they started playing like shit and couldn't get any scoring and started playing like shit.
That's cope.
Chase,
whatever floats your boat.
You can...
Whatever floats your boat.
You cannot... This...
Whatever.
A hilarious joke, but you cannot be serious
come over here.
this.
Come over here. Come over here. Hey, come make an appearance. Please come make an appearance. Just say that one thing. No, you don't even have to be on the camera. Just say it.
Just relay what he doesn't even have to talk. You can relay
what you just
his
said.
opinion.
Okay. Can you guys hear him?
Yeah.
No.
You hear it?
No. You're going to just relay it. Just relay it.
He said, whatever comes out of Graham's mouth is wrong.
What are we talking about here? This is fucking
right
after
shit. You said strip McDavid of the C because he can't win a game with the C on his jersey.
You said that.
Holy cope, man.
When he wears an A, they perform.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Why not try it? Give it to the second best player in the world, because I know Nathan McKinnon is not the second best player in the world anymore.
Oh, well, Macklin Celebrini is.
Macklin Celebrini might be the second best player in the world.
Macklin Celebrini was eligible for the World Juniors
Run it back turbo
2 months ago, and he was the leading scorer.
8 podcasts ago, I said I would trade Macklin Celebrini for Draisaitl straight up. And you looked at me like a fucking deer in the headlights, Graham. So
Well, I did
Let's
because
run
you just
that
said that
take
you wanted
back.
Leon Draisaitl to be your captain. So let's also
Well,
run that take
you can
back.
give Celebrini the captain. I just need McDavid to wear an A.
But why did you just say that Leon Draisaitl was the second best player in the world?
Well, I said it could be Celebrini too.
Gotcha.
You don't rage bait me. I don't care. The thing is, I know my team's gonna make the playoffs, so I'll start being a super fan then. But
Okay.
I won't take criticism till then.
I do have a couple other points that I would like to make.
Let's hear
The
'em.
first one
They're probably
being,
gonna be dumb.
during the Olympics, the Jets did call up young forwards. What does that mean?
This is what I leave.
But I can't rage bait him. I can't. I got him. I got him again. Okay.
Things
so
they're looking up.
two main points that I wanted to bring up was obviously Celebrini and his performance. The other main one, I've got more, but two things. Celebrini's performance and also whether Breaker wants to admit it or not, for one, unfortunate, but how big of a loss Josh Morrissey was to that hockey team.
Him, Sidney Crosby, and Braden Point.
Crosby as well.
All three of them.
Yeah. But for I don't think John Cooper's a guy to go with what's trendy or what's big. For Celebrini to get 25 minutes, it's
Is that
Bouchard
Evan?
in a Team Canada jersey. For
We'll
Celebrini,
get to that.
For Celebrini to get 25 minutes, be the leading ice time getter for forwards on Canada, I think in that Czechia game, for him to be the leading goal scorer of the tournament, for him to literally be stuck to McDavid's arm the entire tournament.
Unbelievable.
Because it is unfathomable how talented. Say whatever you want. He was playing with McDavid. He was, the factor of the system he was in. He got ample opportunity. You could throw Brad Marchand. You could throw fucking whoever you want in that role, and they did not perform as well as that kid. He is unbelievable.
Yeah.
So that's my one point. The other point is there was not really any major poor play from the defense in this tournament, but there was very, very, very clear evidence of how much we missed a puck-moving defenseman on the other two pairings. And
Bouchard.
Again, I don't know what the injury was or is, because apparently Josh is not traveling with the team for the Vancouver game. But apparently, from what Mike McIntyre reported, he was flying around on the Thursday before the Czechia game. So I don't know what the injury is, but I think that was such a massive loss just in terms of transition game, puck movement, even flow around the defensive zone, because he's so confident with it. He can walk the blue line. Not as good as Makar, but that loss was, I think, huge for them. And it sucks
100%.
because now that happened to him in the Four Nations gold medal, and now it happened to him literally basically the entire Olympics, which is pain. But
100%.
I thought that was a huge loss for them as well. Sorry, one more point. I could go on forever. I stand corrected, and about, 12, 13 podcasts ago when Thomas Harley's contract was introduced, and I said that was an overpay. I think that he is fairly paid. I thought he was spectacular in the tournament. So
remember when you also told Harley couldn't run a power play?
I don't think he did run the power play. I think it was Shea Theodore in the tournament.
Yeah, but Thomas Harley was probably our third best defenseman.
We didn't say he couldn't run a power play. We just said JMO should be there over him, which I still agree with. Yeah, you touched on Macklin Celebrini. Unbelievable kid. I'll say, man, he was so fucking snake bitten in that gold medal game. He must have had 5 slot shots and he could not score to save his life. I felt so bad for him because he had so many great opportunities.
Because he was going against the best goaltender in the world.
Yeah, honestly. But yeah, just like you said, you could look at it he's playing with Connor McDavid, but he was a line driver on that line. There was I was watching shout out Hot Garbage Sports, my old coach, and he was sort of breaking down some of the plays and how, any normal 19-year-old kid who is playing with the best player in the world, he's doing a crisscross with Connor McDavid. You'd think he'd drop the puck back to him immediately and try and get the puck back into his hands. No, he's keeping the puck, making plays for himself and finding better openings and making plays out there himself. The confidence on that kid is unfucking believable. If I was a 19-year-old kid going into the Olympics, I would be shitting bricks, so nervous. And he looked so relaxed and so calm out there. It was really fun to watch. And you said he was leading the tournament in goals?
Yeah,
He led the
he led the tournament in goals
Unbelievable.
at
he had
19.
6 goals in 6 games.
Crazy. That kid is gonna be so much
So
fun to
good.
watch the next
So
time.
good.
When the next Olympics comes around.
Okay.
I have the Sharks in Winnipeg as one of my game packages. I'm excited for that. Yeah.
That'll be sweet. In terms of J-Mo being out, yeah, that was a huge fucking loss. This brings me into a larger conversation of people that, well, first off, I'll start with J-Mo was obviously tough loss. Sidney Crosby being out for the first half of that game, it was very, very apparent because we could not win a draw to save our lives, excuse me. And it wasn't until John Cooper realized that, and then throwing Bo Horvat on the left side and Nathan McKinnon on the right side, on their strong sides, until we started winning draws. Wish that would have happened sooner. Bo Horvat was a question mark coming into this Olympics, and I think in that game he proved his worthiness. And I mean throughout the tournament enough. Like I don't think he lost.
I think he was
draw.
good. He was good. Suzuki was struggling as a winger, but he's a natural center, and as soon as he went to the center position when Crosby was out, he played a lot better. Like he wasn't Crosby by any means, but he was a lot better than he was as a winger. So I think they needed to use him a bit better, but I think both of those were good additions.
I think both of those were, I was skeptical about those two, but I could see John Cooper's vision in that and sort of why he might have taken them over, say, Scheifele and Bedard, in that they can win faceoffs and they're good on both ends of the ice. Not saying that Scheifele's not, but I'll counter that point in saying that not taking Scheifele and Bedard and Schaefer, not Bouchard, Schaefer, was a big mistake. Tom Wilson,
I love Tom Wilson.
Even Sam Bennett, Marchand was not very good in that gold medal game.
I think if anyone was supposed to, if anyone was not like, if the worst forward on the team, I think was Marchand. Marchand or Bennett, I think.
In that game or in the tournament?
In the tournament. Like I know Marchand didn't play all the games, but I did not like Marchand's tournament. He made that one nice play in the first game.
If I was to make any substitutions, I would put Scheifele in instead of Wilson. I would put Bedard in instead of, and I mean this, like we just had one of his friends on the pod. We love Seth. I probably would have taken Bedard over Seth. And then I probably would have had Schaefer in for Sanheim, because we were lacking offense. We couldn't score. And I don't know. No, you don't agree?
My 3 additions would be
Bouchard,
Scheifele,
Josh Szymanski, Zach Hyman,
Scheifele for Marchand.
Yeah, but see, like
Wyatt Johnson.
Before the tournament, would you have said that though?
Wyatt Johnson for either Tom Wilson or Sam Bennett. You got to keep one of those guys there. But I think Wyatt Johnson would have been a good addition. And I would have put Schaefer or Bouchard instead of Drew Doughty.
But it's easy to look at that in hindsight, like before the tournament, 100%, you had Marchand on your thing. You had Sam Bennett and stuff. And so if I was looking at it like afterwards, I 100% would agree with you. But I'm thinking like, even before the tournament, if I was the one picking the team, like I would have had that. Like, there's no way, we would know that Marchand would have as bad of the tournament as he had. But sorry,
considering his finals last year.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's hear your dumb take, Graham.
You guys can both correct me if I'm wrong. My take on, well, I guess in part it's true. Now, mind you, how do I say it? I think that Sam Bennett 100% deserved and should have been on that team.
Yeah.
Based off how he did at Four Nations, based off what he's done in big moment games, big time areas. Tom Wilson was awesome for 2 specific reasons. 2 or 3 big hits in 5 games.
What were the other ones? The only one I can think about was the one on Larkin and
there was Larkin and a few other in the corner, and the other and maybe I just rused myself. I don't even really know what he did good other than that. I mean, he
made little plays with McDavid.
May I? Yeah, thank you. Why do you think Tom Wilson started that tournament on that line and then progressively was taken off of it?
Because he wasn't producing. He wasn't
Tom
doing
Wilson
anything.
was put on that team to A, protect McDavid, B, be a force on the wall, and C, hope that he could score once or twice and produce a little bit. From the very first
I
game,
love the way he played with McDavid.
That line was there. Sorry, I know you don't believe in advanced stats, but there are multiple
I
metrics.
just told you that I said I would have put Scheifele on that team. So don't tell me this is rage
No,
bait. I
no.
liked the way Wilson fucking played in the tournament.
Okay.
So,
Well, agree to
so don't
disagree.
scoff at me when I say that.
No, I'm not scoffing. I very much disagree with that for two reasons. Is that they tried that line, and you cannot tell me, this is not rage bait, this is a genuine question. You cannot tell me that there was not a better option to put on that line for playmaking and for producing. Excuse me. You can't tell me there wasn't a better option, because it was Nathan McKinnon and they moved him on that line. So he was on that line, A, to protect McDavid, B, to get in on the forecheck, which yes, he did okay. But you could have put Sam Bennett on that line if you wanted that. Why would you not bring Scheifele, who is a scorer, who has showed up? Mind you, again, the Winnipeg Jets have not played in many big games. He showed up in that Western Conference Final in 2018 and scored 2 goals against the Predators. He has more points than Tom Wilson. He has more points than Sam Bennett, more points than Brad Marchand. You don't even have to put Scheifele on that team.
I would have rather had Zach Hyman. You
don't have to put Scheifele on that
Wilson.
line, but put him on the team. Like, you have a Sam Bennett if you want that. Tom Wilson, I'm sure it was amazing for him, amazing for his family, amazing for his career that he went there, and I'm very happy for him. And mind you, at the end of the day, we very well, like, we should have and we could have won that tournament. But, I mean, if you really want to boil it down to nitty-picky, itty-gritty things, it was that we couldn't score more than 1 goal in the gold medal game, and it was because we were trying different line combinations. Like I mentioned at the start of the tournament, when you said we have all the scoring in the world, Nathan McKinnon was not at his full potential. Sidney Crosby got injured, and then we had Celebrini and McDavid playing 24 minutes. We couldn't find any other scoring. And not to say that Scheifele comes into that tournament.
You could say the same thing about U.S. They only scored 1 goal extra, and it was in overtime.
But
Austin Matthews didn't score. Like you can say it's just the style of game that was played. It's not
the style of game that was played at all. Canada did not play a sit-back defensive game. Canada was attacking for 60 straight minutes.
I'm saying they played a hard, tight game against this other best team in the world.
I mean, a hard game, but not tight. They were opening it up. They had 2 breakaways. They were taking chances. They were taking risks. And again, my whole point is not to say put Scheifele on that line. It's that put him on the team, as in if you need a goal situation, Scheifele can and has shown that he can be a guy for that. Or maybe he wouldn't have even got the opportunity. But I think that his scoring ability would have helped in other situations, like the Czechia game where we almost lost, like the Finland game where we almost lost, like the USA game where we lost. So sorry, that was a huge point. But my one substitution would be Scheifele for Tom Wilson. My second substitution, I know you talked highly about him. He did score a nice goal. He was great in the draws. Bedard over Horvat. I think that at the end of the day, we had enough defensive play. We had enough sound, like, in our own zone. We had enough of that. We also had a lot of scoring too. But when it comes down to it, when you've got options for a Bedard in between the legs, broken wrist snapshot that's going bar down, or you've got a Scheifele one-timer from the half wall that he's been known to, or you've got a freaking, I don't know, Wyatt Johnston power play goal, you know? Like, there's certain guys that can play certain scenarios that I just feel like would have had a better opportunity in that game than Tom Wilson. Like, I think he had the 3rd or 4th least minutes on the team in that game. It was Reinhart last, which I thought was actually kind of crazy.
Reinhart was fucking...
Yeah, Reinhart was very poor.
Very surprisingly bad.
I think it was Reinhart, and then it was one of Wilson. No, sorry, not Wilson. Reinhart, I think Marchand or Jarvis, and then flipped that. And then I think it was Tom Wilson. And then whatever it was, there was dispersed minutes from Stone, Marner, like all those guys. But like again, my whole MO is that Tom Wilson is an awesome player, an awesome, great guy, but he doesn't have a Scheifele big game goal aura. He doesn't have a Connor Bedard wicked wrister from the hash marks that maybe you could have used in that game because you already had what you have in Tom Wilson and Sam Bennett.
Can I just run through something quick?
Totally.
Okay. So when you think of Team Canada, you think of red and white, right?
What?
Who?
Sorry?
Am I wrong? Red and white, like the colors red and white.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get into the black maple leaf on the jersey?
How do I flip my camera? I can.
Yeah, I guess the black jerseys were just for show too, hey? Didn't once whip those out anyways.
02 jerseys, red and white. We won. 06 jerseys, red and white. We won. 2010, red and white. We won.
Are we
2014, 2014, red and white. We won. Four Nations, red and white. We won. 2026, red and black. We did not win. If it is not red and white jerseys in 2030 or in the World Cup in 2028, we're losing.
Breaks, I gotta say, man, you came ready for the pod today.
I love
some
this.
great takes, man. This is awesome.
And you cannot tell me
First
wrong,
we got
'cause I
Strip
just proved-
McDavid of the Sea, and now no black on the jerseys. Like, you are coming with some awesome takes, my guy.
factual pictures, evidence. So, and that was just our
Evidence to
lifetime.
prove
That was every Team Canada men's best on best in our 3 lifetimes. Let's hear it, Graham.
I'm switching.
World Juniors.
I'm switching routes for a second, not because you said it, but to continue off of my scoring topic, I'm going to go to the States. I know that the Hughes brothers, I know that everybody is saying, like, lay off Matthews. You know, he's a captain, he's a true leader, he's a gold medalist now. Why is there not more discourse about his fall off as a goal scorer?
He played a great 200-foot game.
Doesn't matter. That guy's getting paid $15 million a year to score goals. If you want a good defensive game, go out and pick up Philip Deneau.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did
I
he
guess
have-
his
did he
contract
have-
doesn't really matter for U.S. hockey. But
Did he have 3
yeah, in terms of
goals in the
leaps, for
tournament?
sure.
Did he have 3 goals in the tournament?
I think he might have had 3.
And whether he had
Mhm.
4, whether he had 1, whether he had 2, I agree
Yeah.
with that. He doesn't need to score 25 million because obviously they won the gold medal with whoever scored, which I thought
Yeah.
Jack Hughes was incredible. I thought Quinn Hughes was incredible. We got to absolutely eviscerate Tate McRae off the face of the earth for that commercial pre-Olympic and for dating Jack Hughes, but that's a whole nother topic. But every time that I hear Austin Matthews' name now, it is, oh, he's just matured as a player. He is so good defensively. He does so many good things defensively. Dude, go
Yeah.
up and
Fuck that
pick
guy.
Philip Deneau. If you want a good defensive game, you're paying Austin Matthews $15 million to score 40, 50, 60 goals a year, and he is not well, maybe 40, but he is not doing that as of late. I know the Jets skyrocketed him to like 8 goals in 13 games because he had 3 against us, but like there's so much discourse around how good his defensive game is, and it is not that he completely fell off a cliff goal scoring, in my opinion. Maybe the stats don't say I'm correct, but anyway, I had to get that out there. Yeah.
Marner was kind of the weapon boy when he was there, saying, oh, he can't perform in the playoffs and all this. And he leaves. Now Nylander's getting that slack, and no one's kind of giving that slack to Matthews. I want to know, because I had a couple people, I was talking about Matthews and Marner and all this to a couple people. Without bringing it up, I had 3 different people say to me, I think Marner is better than Matthews. Would you guys agree with that?
Yes.
Yeah, honestly, like,
You
it's
take
tough
Marner
'cause,
out of his
like,
hometown. You take Marner out of his hometown. He's playing really well in Vegas.
dude,
like-
and he plays kill.
Yeah.
And he kills penalties. Like,
Yeah.
there's that too.
Him
You
and
know,
Eichel
not
play
only
well
is he
together,
a point per game, skilled, big time player. Again, as he just proved again against
Check
against Czech, but like, yeah, he kills penalties too, and he's responsible defensively. And so, yeah,
And
I don't know.
I've said this for years. It is so hard to play in your hometown as an NHL player.
Oh, I mean, it's hard to play in Toronto. Period.
Yeah,
Like-
100%. But like,
Yeah.
like that's what I was saying about Stuart Skinner before he got traded. I was like, I love the guy, but it is so hard to play in your hometown. And that is exactly why when I always tell you guys, oh, you guys picked Cole Perfetti over Seth Jarvis in the draft, who knows if Seth Jarvis would be as good if he came to Winnipeg, just because it's so hard to play in your hometown.
He'd be so good.
But
no, he'd still be on the Moose, man. He'd still be on the
probably,
Moose. We wouldn't have even given.
He'd probably have
It
2
actually
games
probably
played
is.
with 2 goals and an assist, but he'd still be on the Moose. But yeah, I think that's a fair statement or fair point to argue is Marner better than Matthews, and did they keep the wrong guy?
But and then your other point was Stewie couldn't.
No,
play
I was just saying that because Marner's from Toronto. I was just saying that because Marner's from Toronto.
Example.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I say yes.
I don't know if you guys have any more points about the Olympics.
I don't disagree. Well, I've got plenty more, I think.
Let's hear it.
I was just trying to think of where were we just now.
American players, Quinn Hughes is the by far and away second best defenseman in the world. No one's close to him, or you want to call it one.
Can we talk about?
Yeah,
he made some poor. Like he didn't play Ekman Larson 1 second in the first game. I'm pretty sure they lost.
Oh yeah.
Philip Forsberg played him 1 shift in the quarterfinal game against US when they lost. He didn't play Jesper Bratt for the first 2 periods and just double shifted him the whole third. Or like Jesper Bratt was a healthy scratch, like a good big time goal scorer in the NHL. Was a healthy scratch for like 3 games for Sweden.
Yeah.
Like just some poor just.
Which makes kind of no sense. Correct me if I'm wrong, is Philip Forsberg not the best Swedish forward in the world right now?
I'd say aging. Or is Kempe on Sweden? Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. Kempe, Lucas Raymond was unbelievable. He had a point per game for Sweden.
I guess.
I mean, you could probably say Nylander too.
Nylander is good too, yeah. But like Philip Forsberg is definitely a top 6 forward on that team.
100%.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. 100%.
And then Jesper Bratt are both top 6. But
yeah, they're just kind of also lacking depth up the middle a little bit. Like
going off European coaches. Did you guys hear that the Finnish players that play for Florida, there's like 4 or 5 of them, wanted Paul Maurice to coach Team Finland, and the Finnish Hockey Association said no.
Yeah.
And brought in this random Finnish guy.
No, he wasn't random. He's coached them.
Oh, like just like he was a Finnish coach, but
yeah.
Like, could you imagine if Paul Maurice was coaching that team?
Well, I mean,
would they?
No, but where is he American? He's American, right?
Paul Maurice, yeah.
Yeah.
How is he not on that coaching staff?
John Tortorella.
Who was it? Yeah, it was Torts.
Mike Sullivan's the head.
Sullivan.
Tocchet?
Tocchet's Canada.
Okay, yeah, that's right. He was super pissed off on the bench after.
Mike Sullivan, John Hines from Minnesota, David Quinn, John Tortorella.
David Quinn?
Yeah.
Who's he with?
I don't think he has a job right now. He coached San Jose and New York and was quite successful. And then John Hines is the Minnesota Wild head coach, and then obviously Torts is Torts.
Yeah, and I guess like Bill Guerin's the head of not just Minnesota, but the U.S. hockey, I guess, too. So, he's obviously going to take the Minnesota coach. But, like, I don't know. I mean, you look at Paul Maurice's body of work over the past, not just few years, but past 10 years. Career, yeah. I would have thought he'd be on the bench with them. Interesting. Could he coach Canada? Can we get him? Probably not.
I think Coop is... John Cooper's an unbelievable coach. Unbelievable coach.
He's fantastic. Yeah.
I mean, he's got Tampa to first in the NHL in a very non-high expectation season with a shite load of injuries.
Yeah.
So I don't think he did anything wrong at all.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just thinking about John Cooper and his like press conference after the game. One of the things he was talking about was 3-on-3 hockey, and man, even before the overtime started, why in the fuck is it 3-on-3 hockey? Because they had to get to the closing ceremonies or what? It makes no sense. I would have been just as pissed off about this even if we did end up winning that 3-on-3 hockey.
Well, like a lot of it, I think, is cope. Like, I mean, we won 4 nations in 3-on-3, which, I mean, is one thing. Yeah.
Did we? No, it was 5-on-5.
I thought we
Four
went
Nations was
3-on-3.
5-on-5.
Yeah,
No.
it was 5-on-5.
Really?
Yeah,
5-on-5.
Okay.
Yeah.
My bad then. I thought it was 3-on-3. But yeah, I do agree. I mean, I think everybody and their mother would rather 5-on-5 or even 4-on-4. 3-on-3 is kind of
5-on-5.
crazy. Like, I mean, it's 3-on-3 is the marketing, the fast pace. Like, that's the right way to go for that. But I think in terms of, I don't know how you, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's
but
just not fair. It's not hockey, you know? Like
I
it's
disagree.
like a
I wouldn't say not
3-on-3
fair.
should
It's
never be gold medal playoffs. Any
I
elimination, not even elimination, any playoff game, any quarterfinal, semifinal, gold medal, like
again,
anything.
I'm
I
not
do agree
yeah.
with that, but I don't think that it is like so blasphemous that it should be completely abolished from everything ever. Like when it comes to big games, playoffs, gold medal, like I think it should be 4-on-4 or 5-on-5. But I think to say that Canada lost that game because it went to 3-on-3 overtime
No, for
is
sure.
totally wrong.
100%. I'm not making up excuses for Canada. We still have to go out there and win it. And to like American fans' point too, like that should be our advantage considering we
100%.
have McDavid, McKinnon, and Makar. I'm not making up excuses. I just think it's stupid. And it's the gold medal Olympic game and it's
Ooh.
getting settled by 3-on-3 hockey. I just
Like,
don't think
literally
that's fair.
one
And I don't
minor
think it's the
mistake
way
and
that
that's-
game should have ended.
One
Yeah,
minor
exactly.
mistake and that game's
Like,
over. Where
Yeah.
when one
Yeah.
minor mistake in 5-on-5 and you have four other guys to back you up, like
Yeah.
it's a dumb way. No matter, like before the overtime started, I was texting, I was calling with like Graham and Avery, and I was like, "This is the dumbest way to end a game ever."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Just
no
to
matter
get it
what,
over
no matter
quickly.
who won, it was the dumbest way to end a game.
Yeah, exactly. That's my only point with that. It was just frustrating to see. I didn't think it was fair to any of the players or coaches that were playing in that game, but whatever. It is what it is. We still have to go out there and win it. Yeah, I don't know. You were talking about the US earlier. I don't know. Just another thought that occurred to me was like, again, at least we're Winnipeg Jets fans, and we just saw Connor Hellebuck put on the greatest Olympic performance of all time. Breaks is gone. At least we're not Vancouver Canucks fans who have to go back to watching their absolute dogshit team after watching an absolute heartbreaking performance from Team Canada. And not only that, but watch Quinn Hughes be the player that he is, scoring that overtime winner against Sweden. And yeah, I don't know, you just said it earlier, like how good of a player he is. And man, he is so fucking good at hockey. It's unbelievable to watch. Looking at some other guys on Team USA, the Tkachuk brothers were, I think, absolutely useless in that game. And frankly, in the tournament, maybe a hot take. I don't think they were very good. Jack Eichel is the best forward on that team, full stop. And Justice
Matt
Burkhardt.
Boldy is incredible.
And Matt Boldy is him.
Let's talk
one
about
of the sickest
Kyle
goals I've
Connor.
ever seen.
That was
Matt Boldy
so
is
nasty. Dude,
that was disgusting.
The wherewithal, not only, like, let's not forget, he split Cale Makar and Devon Taves. He wasn't splitting Drew Doughty and Colton Parayko, okay? He split Cale Makar and Devon Taves, but the wherewithal, like, I mean, like, I don't know if, like, that was calculated or if he was just trying shit, but the flip between slip through and then take away the stick
gross.
to the backhand, like, post in, and that wasn't 5-hole. Like, if you see it from he made him slide over and put the backhand right at the moment Binnington, like, closed his pads. So it went right by the side of it. It was like down to the millimeter, like the perfect backhand, an unbelievable move. And he, like, unbelievable player.
So nasty.
Did you guys go through
like, yeah.
Did you guys go through like who you thought was like impactful for US or whatever?
I sort of just did my full rant. I think like being a Vancouver fan has to be the worst thing in the world right now. Not only losing in that game, but then seeing Quinn Hughes go after the performance that he had in these Olympics. And then I said the Tkachuk brothers were both pretty much useless in the tournament. Obviously big locker room guys, but like compared to like their impact in the Four Nations, I don't really think they did a whole lot in this tournament. And then Jack Eichel is the best forward on Team USA.
Okay.
And then I said justice for Kyle Connor.
Rankings.
Yeah. Faber was sick.
Jack Hughes, very good. Quinn Hughes, elite. Clayton Keller, I didn't really see him do
Irrelevant.
much. Jackson
He came
Lacombe
in
didn't
for
play
Connor.
a game. Yeah, Keller came in for Connor, yeah. Jackson Lacombe didn't play a game. Dylan Larkin, elite two-way forward.
Yeah, he's sick. He's so good. He's so
Matthews didn't. I think he had 2 goals. Charlie McAvoy, elite. JT Miller, him
Elite
and
penalty
Vincent
killer.
Trocheck. Him and Vincent
Elite
Trocheck
penalty killer.
best penalty killers in the world.
Yeah.
Brock Nelson, irrelevant. Jake Ottinger didn't play a game.
Whoa.
Sanderson.
Whoa. Brock Nelson was not irrelevant.
I didn't. What did he do? Those big plays.
He was big against Latvia. He was big against Sweden, and he was big against who is the other? Whatever. Well, I mean, I guess whatever. France doesn't or Italy doesn't count, but Brock Nelson had a good tournament.
I thought he had a good tournament.
Brock Nelson also is almost at a goal per game.
I also didn't watch every single one of their games, like start to
Brock
finish.
Nelson was very good.
Jake Sanderson, I thought was
irrelevant.
Good.
Irrelevant.
Sure. Jacob Slavin.
Irrelevant.
Jacob Slavin is the best defensive defenseman in the league. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Jeremy Swayman.
About Radko Gudas.
Yeah.
Paige Thompson.
After him taking out Crosby, maybe.
Paige Thompson, elite shot. That's about it.
Yeah.
Brady Tkachuk didn't do anything. Matthew Tkachuk didn't do anything other than absolutely toast Draisaitl in the Germany game. Trocheck was the best penalty killer, and Zach Werenski is the 3rd best defenseman on the planet.
Yeah.
There's my USB breakdown. Don't even fucking tell me that you think Kyle Connor's even top 5. Is that guy
Kyle Connor?
Is so soft.
You said it,
Josh
not
Morrissey.
me. You
Josh
said
Morrissey.
it, not me.
Josh
3rd
Morrissey.
best defenseman on the planet. You heard it here first.
Josh Morrissey is soft as puppy shit.
Yeah. I'm happy for him. I'm happy for the Tkachuk brothers, man. They are just so unbelievably insufferable. Oh, yeah. My God, man. It is so... They make it so hard to root for them in every facet of the game, man. Oh my God. It is so frustrating. Every time Brady hits a guy, and not only was I seeing Ottawa Senators fans absolutely rinsing him for basically not giving a shit about their entire year, writing it off, but then coming back to play in the Olympics, and all of a sudden he's fully healthy doing Brady Tkachuk shit. Every time that guy
Devils
hits
fans
someone,
are doing to Jack Hughes.
Every time that guy hits a guy, he turns around and beaks him for no apparent reason. Every time Matthew Tkachuk is involved in a scrum, he's cheap shotting someone. I actually saw a really funny tweet the other day, and it was like, I can't remember the account name, but it was like, "Hi guys, American here. Please, dear God, let Canada win this game, because I cannot have the Tkachuk brothers win a gold medal and go on and talk nonsense and gloat for 18 minutes on their podcast after this." It's that is hilarious. But again, for all that being said, they've made a name for themselves. They're there for the reason that they're there. I don't think that they were overly impactful, but I guess to try to be devil's advocate.
It's hard to make an impact in Olympics with their style of play. Like NHL games, they make impacts.
Yeah.
Just the way they play.
Man, they're just so insufferable. So insufferable. Both
like
of them
Matthew Tkachuk is such a bad skater and so slow. Like we talk about Mark Stone being slow and a bad skater. Matthew Tkachuk.
Talk about another guy who was useless in the tournament. Yeah.
Who?
Actually,
Stone?
Stone was good. I thought Stone had a really good tournament.
That could be an incredibly hot take, Banderas.
I don't know.
Stone had a really good
speaking of guys who I thought could have been replaced by other people, I don't know.
I think
you're telling me you're leaving Johnston, Bedard, and Scheifele at home over Mark Stone?
Yeah.
Not saying Mark's
I think
really.
he had a really good tournament.
I was not on board with him making it over Scheif and them at the time, but I mean, from what he did leading into the Olympics, I thought that he was.
What did he have? One
I
goal
would
in
say
the tournament?
I thought he was the third best forward on the team in the tournament.
No.
What? The third best forward on the team in the tournament?
Okay, that's even crazy.
What?
McDavid, Celebrini, Crosby. I just named 3.
Okay, sorry, fourth.
How about McKinnon?
McKinnon was not good in that tournament.
McKinnon was
He
horrible.
was better than Mark Stone.
Not in my opinion. No. And Anton, trust me,
Were we watching the same hockey?
I'm not rage baiting you. I don't think Nathan McKinnon had a great tournament at all.
No,
and I think he would tell you that himself.
He was better than Mark Stone.
I don't think so. I would say that for me, it would go McDavid.
What are we doing here?
It would go McDavid, Celebrini.
What are we doing
and
here?
then I'd go Crosby, McDavid, or like McDavid, Marner, Stone, Crosby, Stone, something like that.
All right, Graham, I'm getting Chase's reaction on your take. Was Mark Stone the third best forward on Team Canada? He said, "What a stupid fucking question." McKinnon
Nathan
McDavid,
McKinnon on his
Crosby,
worst day is
Celebrini.
still better than Mark Stone on his best day.
McKinnon,
I don't know what the fuck we're talking about here. McKinnon still brought the puck in and dominated.
Marner.
That's what I said. When you said Crosby, I said, okay, Crosby, Stone, or Marner, Stone. Tell him what I just said.
What?
I said that you said I could name 3, then you said Crosby, and I said, okay, right. Okay, I'll put Crosby or Marner and then Stone.
He said Crosby or Marner and then Stone. No McKinnon, he asked.
No.
What are we talking about here?
I'll put McKinnon 5.
What are we doing?
Said he'll put McKinnon 5. So you're going McDavid.
I know McKinnon
Celebrini,
wasn't top of his game playing
Marner,
hurt, but he was still
Marner
way more
Crosby,
impactful on the game than Mark
Stone,
fucking Stone was.
McKinnon, and then the other of Marner Crosby.
Sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
You're going McDavid, Celebrini, Crosby or Marner, Stone, McKinnon, and then the other of Marner Crosby. I think Chase needs to get on the pod here.
He does.
Chase has a question from an avid listener. Can you name the name?
What?
He wants to know the white whale for podcast guests.
Tell him it's Chase Brakel.
Mark Stone. What? What?
Graham says Chase Brakel, and Anton says Mark Stone.
I'm kidding.
He says, notice you guys didn't name a Jets player. Okay.
Can I give my reasoning?
Here's a question for Chase. Do you think Connor Hellebuck in that game is the greatest international goaltending performance, better than Dominic Hasek beating U.S., Russia, and Canada in the three playoff games in the 1998 Olympics? Beating Wayne Gretzky, Joe Sakic, Steve Yzerman.
Sorry, folks.
So now he's giving all the info, and he's going to 3 games.
The only NHL player on Czechia was Jaromir Jagr. What goalie had a better performance, do you think?
Didn't he say U.S.?
2014 had a better performance than Hellebuck.
He said Carey Price in 2014 had a better performance than Hellebuck.
It would have been a 4-1 game if our guys could hit the net.
He said it would have been a 4-1 game if our guys could hit the net.
But they didn't. And the only one that missed the net was McKinnon.
No.
McKinnon missed the net. Devon Taves got the save of the millennium.
He said Hellebuck stinks and walked down the stairs.
All right.
He said we won't even have to watch playoff Helly this year because they don't have a sniff.
Yeah. All right. Tell us something we don't know.
Okay.
Graham.
My backup for that take. Point production aside, he had 2 goals and 2 assists in the tournament. Our most stable line in that tournament was Marner, Stone, and Crosby until he got injured. Mark Stone plays in every facet of the game. Power play, penalty kill. He is one of the best and 5-on-5. He is also one of the best 5-on-5 point scorers in the NHL. In that tournament, his impact on the defensive side, if 4 points isn't a lot, I think in the offensive side, he has, 2-3 breakaways somehow in this tournament, yet he's a bad skater.
Didn't score on one of them.
He had 4 points. McDavid had, 14? 15?
No, we're not comparing McDavid. How many points did McKinnon have?
He had
not many. He was another fun fact. Brought this to
Not
Graham
that
last
even
night.
matters. I'm just curious.
Brought this fact to Graham last night. Nathan McKinnon was the only player on Team Canada with a negative plus-minus in the tournament. He had 6 goals.
Well, plus-minus doesn't matter according to Graham.
He had 7
6 points in 7 games.
No, he had 7 points in 6 games.
7 points in 6 games. And
he was,
a
dash 2?
Yeah.
What was Stone?
I'm not sure. Everyone else was in the pluses.
Okay, well, I guess
Stone
you heard it here.
did have a huge block.
Here.
Gold medal game, Stone had a huge block to send Celebrini on that breakaway.
Wait, Stone did score on a breakaway against France.
I think he did score 1, actually. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about it. But he also...
Mark Stone had a good tournament. He was 6, 7...
6, 7, 8. So then who is above him?
I'm gonna rank the forwards right now.
You look in so much pain, Anton.
You know what? I can... Whatever. I'll sit corrected on he had a bad tournament or whatever. Fine. I guess he was fine. But to say that he had more of an impact on the game than Nathan McKinnon is just a crazy, crazy, crazy take. And if you want to even look at the plus minus of it all too, yeah, when you're playing however many more minutes than Mark Stone is, like Nathan McKinnon, you're going to be on for more goals as well. Not that that's an excuse, but there's also
I disagree.
Too.
Just because you get more minutes doesn't mean you have... actually, I guess I can't disagree because I guess literally
Plus,
that
McKinnon
means
was
that
playing with fucking Brandon Hagel and Nick Suzuki, who couldn't play the wing.
Not for much of the tournament.
For the first, 4 games.
No, they moved him on that line, I'm pretty sure, in game 2 or 3, and then he was kind of up and down. Anyway.
They played the first 3 games
was a lot
together.
Worse than Stone's was.
Okay, Breaker, go ahead with yours.
I'm still ranking them.
Okay, I will go McDavid 1, Celebrini 2, Crosby 3, Marner 4, Stone 5, McKinnon 6, Suzuki 7, Horvat 8, Hagel 9, Marchand 10, Wilson, Bennett, Jarvis interchangeable for the last 13 or for the last 3.
Who is this guy who scored the winner against Finland again? Wait, it was Nathan McKinnon. That was a pretty impactful play, I think, actually. So I think that should bump him up maybe another spot or 2, because the whole reason you probably have Marner at 4 was because of his 1 goal there and his PKing too. I mean, well, okay, I'll take that back. But okay, why do you have Marner there other than that goal and his defensive ability? What else did he do in that tournament?
His pass to Crosby.
Okay, I got mine.
The Crosby's tapping in front of the net.
I can't remember that. Sorry.
That was during I think the France game. Marner.
Who are we talking about?
Marner.
Marner's pass to Crosby in front.
Do you not remember that? It was.
No, sorry.
He had a nice pass to Stone. He had a nice pass to Crosby. He also PK'd. He also played great 5-on-5. He also played great on the PP2. Anyway,
I got my.
I'm not even disagreeing with that. I'm just asking.
I got Davo 1.
Okay, go ahead.
Celebrini 2. Marner 3. Crosby and McKinnon interchangeable for 4 or 5 just because Crosby got hurt. Stone 6, Horvat 7, Wilson, Suzuki 9, Hagel 10, Reinhardt 11, Jarvis 12, Bennett 13, Marchand 14. Do I have 2 of the same people? Because I have 14 forwards. No, they bring 14.
No, because they bring 14.
Okay. Well, I lose. Whatever. Let's move on.
I think Graham loses too because he said he's a top 3 forward on the team in the tournament.
Okay, I stand corrected. Sorry, I've got him at 4 or 5.
And I could even see Horvat jumping Stone. Reinhardt was disappointing.
Reinhardt was poor.
Yeah, but he was also paired up with the 4th line.
He was on the 4th line,
I think, too.
A lot of it he was, yeah. But even on the power play, he didn't make
Whereas
much
last
of an impact,
year, he was...
Yeah, he was power play, won the entire tournament.
Yeah, he did score that 1 goal. He did have that nice tip.
A nice tip in front. But okay, do you guys have anything else on tournament?
I just think that there was a big question, and I think a lot of us agreed that, other than Brakel, that we had too much grit guys on our team. And it's sort of like the Jets in that we had 1 line and not a lot of scoring after that, and we took too many grit guys, and we needed to have more skill guys on the team is what my point was with there. So I'm not even saying like Stone should have been on the team. I was the guy before the tournament who said that he should be on the team. I was one defending him who, like, in Four Nations, where I didn't think he was as bad as everyone was saying he was, but I just think that there were too many great guys on the team, and that, like,
Okay, now
it showed,
let me ask
and we
let
needed
me
to
ask
score
you
more
this
goals.
question. So at the start of the tournament, Graham said, "Oh, why do we need PKers? Why do we need defensive forwards? Let's just score 1,000 goals, right?"
Yeah.
Mhm.
Team USA brought Vincent Trocheck and JT Miller over likes of Cole Caulfield, and I'm blanking on the rest, but there's many more skilled US forwards, right? Their penalty
right.
kill was 100% in the tournament, including a 5-on-3 against
Good point.
Canada. That
Yeah.
arguably won them the tournament. We score on that 5-on-3 and we win that game. Like, we
Can I
score
ask
on
a
that
question?
power play at the end of the game. We win that game. So,
Right.
like,
Can I ask a question?
I'm just asking you, like, was penalty killing and defensive forwards that important? Vincent Trocheck is one of the best centermen at taking faceoffs in the league. I don't know how
Right,
many
so
he lost, but it's not very many.
So your point is that we should play defense with defense, then. We should take more defensive, grittier guys because that's what
No,
the
I'm
US did.
saying not gritty. I'm saying get a good penalty kill and a couple, like, a for sure good defensive
Okay.
But
line.
even if
Because
we
JT Miller and Trocheck,
substituted in,
May I ask a question?
I don't disagree, but even if we substituted Scheifele and Bedard in for a couple of guys, we still would have 4
no, I know.
great defensive PKing forwards, you know?
Yes, but I'm saying, like, maybe a Sorelli hurt us not having
Yeah.
him. Maybe a Point
Yeah.
hurt us. Go ahead, Greg.
I mean,
Point definitely.
Point I think is more, I mean, of a power play guy in my opinion. However,
Yeah.
would you
Point's an
not
all-around
say
player.
would you I do agree. Would you
He
not
wouldn't play
say
PK though.
that we chose more defensive PK gritty forwards over skilled?
Well,
So
no. If you look at the numbers, like we should have taken more skilled
Davo
guys
offensive,
over
Celebrini
defensive
offensive,
guys.
Marner
okay,
offensive,
sorry,
Crosby offensive, McKinnon offensive,
Yeah,
Reinhardt
not talking
offensive just
about
had a
top
shit
6.
tournament.
I'm not talking about top 6. I'm talking about bottom 6 and extras. Do you think that we went defensive and gritty over skilled there?
yes.
Mm,
100%.
The reason I ask that is that for our defensive grittiness and penalty kill ability, we had a 72% penalty kill throughout that tournament.
Is that good?
No,
That's not good.
that's not
No.
good. That is not good. The reason I ask that
You
is
want your penalty kill and your power play to add up to 100%. So if you're 75% on the kill, you have to be 25% on the power play.
Were
Like
we?
a good penalty kill is
we had a good power play.
90 plus.
So
Okay.
the reason
Anyways.
I say that is, mind you, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure our penalty kill consisted of Mark Stone, Mitch Marner, Nick Suzuki,
Bo Horvat.
Bo, I think?
Bo Horvat.
Yeah.
So 2 of those guys I would have kept. Suzuki I'm fine with. I thought he played well. But could you
we kept
not
all
have
4.
brought Scheifele and Bedard and substituted out Tom Wilson and substituted out someone else? You'd have the exact same penalty kill percentage.
That's what I'm saying.
and
That's
you'd
what I'm
have
saying.
more scoring opportunity on the team.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Is that not
Sort of.
like if we had a 100% penalty kill, I would say yes, we took the right guys because we asked them to play in that scenario. They did it correctly, and that was the right guy for the job. But again, correct me if I'm wrong, Stone and Marner were already penalty killers for that team, which are 2 guys that, I mean, I didn't think Stone was going to be on it, so that's on me. But Marner was a shoo-in, and Stone was on Four Nations, so chances are they were already going. We brought defensive forwards to be defensive and play penalty kill. Our penalty kill was still pretty bad, and we didn't have Bedard and Scheifele there.
Like, okay, hopefully
you
you guys
also
don't
gotta
disagree with me on this one, but what did Brandon Hagel do in the tournament?
He was quite poor as well, unfortunately. I really like Hagel, but he was quite poor.
Me too, but again, he's just another gritty PKing guy that we took when we could
I
have
don't
taken
think he's
someone else.
really that gritty. Like, he is a grittier
gritty.
forward.
He's
but
gritty.
He
He can
is
score.
Like, he can score a lot. That's what I'm saying. Like,
But I mean,
Reinhardt
didn't.
is a fucking offensive forward. Didn't produce.
Yeah.
Suzuki can produce at high rates. Yeah, he had the big goal against Czechia, I think it was, to tie it up.
Finland.
But really, it was Finland?
Oh, no, Czechia.
Yeah,
Sorry, you're right.
Czechia to
You're
send
right.
to overtime. Horvat had a couple nice goals, but I liked Horvat's tournament. He wasn't horrible, but he wasn't outstanding.
I liked Horvat.
Wilson you brought to kind of act as the Hyman
Enforce.
on his line.
Enforce.
Not
You brought him to
enforce, but
enforce.
get pucks to
And
McDavid.
McDavid was cranking people in the tournament.
I love that.
Wilson was kind of rendered
McDavid.
Wilson was kind of rendered obsolete by the second
I think
game
every
on that
single
line,
person in
opinion.
Canada was watching that first
But-
game against Czechia and saw McDavid's hit in the corner and said, "Oh my God, Tom Wilson's making a fucking impact real early," and then look over and it's 97 on the back of the jersey.
My 2 cents
Graham.
and where I think you're going with it is you're talking about a hypothetical is that we brought scoring forwards that didn't produce. Who's to say that if we brought Scheifele and we brought Bedard, they would have produced? I'm not saying that they would have. I'm saying that based off the forwards we had on that team that were shoo-ins, if you bring them over a Tom Wilson, over Bo Horvat, over Brandon Hagel, although he was always going to be on that team, that's just extra ammunition to score, which in this case, the guys that were brought didn't provide that. So the hypothetical is there, but the guys that were brought didn't
Like
score,
Bennett,
if you know
Bennett
what I mean.
had 15 goals in the playoffs last year? He was like goal per game in the playoffs last year, and he was shit this tournament.
And he took a couple bad penalties as well. Like the running the goalie. And then, I mean, the high stick on Hughes wasn't really his fault. I think it was more of a follow through. But there was that. And I've been bashing the whole podcast. Like, I don't think Tom Wilson was horrible in the tournament by any means. I think that he did his job correctly. He hit guys. He was good on the forecheck. But you have guys that do that already, you know? Again, it's a hypothetical, but why not bring a more skilled guy?
That's what I mean. The whole thing that, not to call breaks out, but he's on the podcast and he was saying this before the tournament was like, yeah, we're bringing him to be an enforcer and he's all that, but he can also score. He's got just as many goals as Scheifele and all that. And he didn't score. He didn't bring any offense or do anything like that in this tournament, is what I'm saying. Whereas, again, like, who knows if Scheifele would have done that, but, like, probably more so than Wilson.
And really, at the end of the day, again, it's all hypothetical. We were one shot, one goal away from a gold medal. Yeah. Who knows if bringing those guys would have changed anything? It's just my opinion is that we had the guys that needed to play the defensive role there already, and bringing in 2 more skilled guys hypothetically could have given us a better look in a gold medal game.
Yeah.
Because that's what it comes down to.
All I want to say on that is I'm pretty sure Tom Wilson did score. He had 1 goal, I think. And
I don't think he had 1.
I thought he scored in
I don't think he had 1 goal.
One of the round robin games.
No.
But
he did. He has
I think he had 1
goal and 3 assists.
Yeah, because remember Avery took him to score and won.
How the hell did he get 29 times?
That fight with that France guy.
Right.
They both got 10s and 5s and 2s, I think. Like, I think they got 17 minutes each on that play.
Yeah, and then the France guy got sent home.
Yeah.
Nuts.
So, my question to you guys is a complete hypothetical. Bracy, run it back in time. McAvoy doesn't get behind Hellebuck, and Wilson scores that goal, like in front of the net. You guys know what play I'm talking about?
Yep. Yeah.
Anton. So there was a scrum in front of the net. Wilson kind of flicked it over Hellebuck's shoulder, and it went over Hellebuck.
Okay.
But McAvoy dove behind Hellebuck and saved it with his chest. Like, it was going in the net.
Yeah.
And it hit his chest, and then they got a clear on it. Tom Wilson scores that goal. Is the fucking golden goal fucking hero, and his life is changed. Like, that's one single play.
Yeah.
One single McAvoy awareness play from Tom Wilson being the fucking savior in Canada. And
100%,
we're talking about how he's a lock-in for the 2030 Olympics, which I'd like to continue on to, is there's already people coming out with projections for the 2030 Olympics, and they have Tom Wilson on the roster again, which I think is hilarious, because he's going to be like, what?
First of all, I mean,
40?
whether it sounds crazy or not, No, Tom Wilson's like 29, I think.
So yeah, he'll
One
be
thing, it may sound
34.
crazy. I do completely agree with you in the fact that if that goal goes in, he scores us the gold medal winning goal. The narrative absolutely 100% completely changes.
He's
100%
literally the
completely
savior.
changes, but that is not what happened.
But if Hyman's there, he scores that goal though. That's his office.
Probably.
I would have rather had Hyman.
Probably.
I'm not even kidding. Anyways, yeah, it's easy to look at hypothetical. You can look at it the other way in that if Jack Hughes doesn't score that overtime goal, then who knows what happens. So, it's easy to look back on it. But that being said, with the team we chose, we still absolutely dominated that US team, which I just did not see coming. And it was a hell of an effort from Team Canada. It sucks that it fucking ended that way. But does anyone have anything else to add before I move on to another subject related to the Olympics? But
No.
okay, well, looks like Brian and Seth's boys had a fun time.
Yeah.
Other than
quickly before fuck USA. I just hate hate America so much. I religiously listen to Chicklets and PMT. I cannot listen to their episodes that came out today. Like, I can't.
I just listened to it today.
Sounded like he was
dominated.
Yeah.
Sounded like he was shot in the
dominated.
chest. Yeah, it was tough.
You would have liked it because Biz thought Bouchard would have been the difference and that we should have brought him, which I thought he was on absolute crack for. He was saying that we didn't have like a proper PP1 or D1 and saying we needed a big shot on the point. Like Cale Makar didn't have a big...
I don't disagree.
I get where he's coming from, but if I'm taking an offensive defenseman over anyone on that team, it's going to be Matthew Schaefer. And then...
I don't think so.
It's, I would say your top two candidates are Bouchard and Schaefer.
I thought maybe Chikrin would have been a good ad, but
Doughty would have been good too.
Doughty was not good. I'm not going to say he wasn't good, but he wasn't impactful.
Bad. He just didn't do anything.
He wasn't impactful.
Great word.
But you bring him for he's been to 2 gold medals and he's won 2 gold medals.
But what value does that... I get locker room guy. You've got Crosby and McDavid and McKinnon.
These are all their first Olympics. So.
He was good.
Oh my god!
I thought Doughty wasn't
funny
bad,
thing,
but he wasn't great.
Watching Colton Parayko. First off, Colton Parayko is spoon on defense. Watching Colton Parayko take 3 straight one-timers and miss the net actually made me want to scratch my eyeballs out.
I saw
shot it in the corner.
Edit.
Oh my god!
I saw this edit between him and Justin Hall. Do you know the Justin Hall shot on Toronto? Where he gets the puck and literally hits the corner. It was the Parayko one-timer and the Justin Hall shot that hits the fucking corner. I was pissing myself laughing at that.
Literally.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
Jarvis's buddies had a good time. They are famous and they got to hang out with Cassidy Gray and Sarah Nurse and
Cassidy Gray's a G.
No kidding.
She's awesome.
She looks
Canada's
like
sweetheart.
A boatload of fun.
Canada's sweetheart, self-proclaimed.
She posted a TikTok today, and she's like, "So everyone wants to see Canada's sweetheart match up with Carolina's sweetheart. Should I take a trip down to Raleigh or something like that?" And
it's the win Canada needs right now. We need that in our lives now. We need the Seth Cassidy relationship. Has to happen. Oh my god. Yeah, I wish we could have got Brian on for this pod. Maybe next pod we can get him on, but
I just opened TikTok.
She's flooding my... I can't see it. Move it. Yeah.
Is that new?
That was...
No.
My TikTok's been flooded with her stuff lately. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the Cassidy Seth storyline. So funny. I'm so happy. It looked like they had such a great time on their trip. Air Canada ended up paying for their hotels, their tickets to the game and stuff, everything.
Really?
Full stop. Yeah.
Unreal.
Yeah, they said that in an interview. And then they were obviously super busy too, being on Chicklets and a bunch of different podcasts. And
the Boys in 98.
You said, They
went
were
on
working. That's why I didn't quite ask Brian to come on yet. I figured we'd give him a week off of content creation because they've been busy. But maybe next pod we can get him on. I'm sure they've
see if
probably
you
got
can get
some
a couple of the
crazy
boys
stories
on.
about their trip.
I'd love to hear a couple of
Yeah,
their
we'll
stories.
see.
So
I mean,
even if you can get like
ask Brian
one
and see
other,
if any of the other guys would want to come. Yeah,
maybe
no,
be down the road,
and
get
then
a
Brian
little Seth Jarvis interview on the line.
and
First professional
hey man, you never know.
guest. Maybe we can swing it.
Not bad.
We'll see. Maybe in the off season when he's got a little more time.
Anyways, should we do our Jets predictions for the week?
God.
Yes.
We have to go back to this now.
Also,
Holy fuck, man.
one.
It's
quick,
just been a tough year.
One quick rewind here. So I thought McKinnon had a really good Four Nations, and I thought McDavid had a poor Four Nations last year.
Okay.
This year, I think it was the opposite. Coming back to the NHL,
Okay.
I think McDavid's poor play continued on, and McKinnon's good play continued on. I'm hoping this year's the same, where McDavid keeps going, and then McKinnon kind of falls off. So maybe the Oilers go on their little run here.
That's a great point.
So maybe we'll see another Edmonton Oilers Cup run. Let's hope it. I think
I don't disagree with that.
You strip the A, we win the Cup. Strip the C, give them an A, we win the Cup. Hot take.
That is a hot take.
I might take my McDavid jersey and strip the C off of it and just put an A on it. But okay, let's go to predictions.
No, I don't disagree. Seeing a 43 goal scorer missing a wide open net, that's gotta haunt you for the season, right?
100%.
He hasn't missed.
I 100% agree with you, Cam. I think we're going to see a bit of a fall off here. Or he's going to light it the fuck up and he's going to be pissed the fuck off. There's also
That's what we thought about
possibility, too.
McDavid last year, though. But I guess they won Four Nations.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
They also made it to the Cup. But anyways, let's, we're back to Jets hockey now.
I have
dog shit year, man. Between the Jets, the World Juniors, and now this. When is it? Hashtag is it July yet? Can we just start golfing, please?
I saw they made a T-shirt of the like Jays player that was like this far from winning them the World Series, and then McKinnon hitting the post, and it was just like on top of each other. Yeah, it's like that's just Canadian heartbreak.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be worse. We could be Toronto fans or we could be Vancouver fans. So we're not doing too bad, but it is pretty bad. Who knows? Maybe Helly takes us to the promised land. Maybe this is the moment.
Let's hope. I've got 1 and 2 for the week. I think we beat Canucks, lose to the Ducks, lose to the Sharks.
In Anaheim and San Jose? All 3 games on the road?
I think it's all 3 games. I think it's West Coast.
Okay, we have a West Coast tour as well.
Yeah,
we have Anaheim Kings Sharks this week.
I think we'll just quickly before we get to Edmonton, I think we'll just do a quick -3.
Really?
Quick little donut.
You think we lose to the
you
Canucks?
guys beat Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
You guys beat Vancouver.
No, because Hellebuck's not going to be playing, Connor's not going to be playing, Morrissey's not going to be playing.
That is true.
And Vancouver's had a crisp 2 weeks off.
That is
They're
true.
going to be fresh and ready to play.
That is true.
We're fucked. Yeah.
Why wouldn't Connor be playing? He said it get 2 weeks off.
Supposed to go to the White House.
Because he's at the White House tomorrow morning. He's going to see Trump tomorrow. How about
he didn't get
Trump
it, he was trying to make a healthy scratch joke. That's where he was going with the why wouldn't he be playing?
I've said he had a crisp 2 weeks off too. Couple light skates in the morning.
Enough.
He played one game.
I can't even
You can't even argue it because it's happened twice now. Where he's played one game and then started on the second line, and he's now healthy scratch.
I know. And the one play I saw from him in that first game too was him coughing it up at the blue line for a B-way the other way. So I've been saying for
probably 2 years that he is a great straight line skater and a great shooter, but every other part of his game is
good passer.
Average or below average.
Great passer. Great passer.
We'll end it at that.
Or defensively.
I got 2-1.
We just
2-1 for the Oilers. Ducks, Kings, Sharks.
Who do you lose to? You lose to the Sharks?
No, fucking I'm going 3-0. I was gonna say Kings, but no.
How many How many McDavid and Draisaitl points?
Through those 3 games?
50.
Yeah.
14. 7
Combined?
each. Yeah. No.
Fair.
Yeah. 14 combined.
Fair.
7 each.
I'm with you. I'll second that. Yeah.
I'll one up you. I'm going to say 20
And
combined.
if they go 0-3, then I quit the podcast. Okay. So
Well, I don't know. You guys watched the women's gold medal game?
I didn't
was
catch a
also
lot of it.
That was
I
also
just,
actually
I saw
Very good game.
really good game.
They said that we dominated again in that, and we just coughed it up late with that nice
did.
tip by Hillary Knight.
I wouldn't say it was like domination, but like we just went up 1 and then we held the lead and held them off and played really good team defense. Like
Miles
fact that-
beyond the first meeting.
yeah,
I
that's
heard
exactly.
we played.
Like
I heard we played
Breaks,
a
last pod. We were
very,
supposed to get
very-
smoked.
I heard it was very,
Yeah,
very,
game.
very good OT, and we should have scored like 3 or 4 times. That
Yeah.
move
Yeah.
by Keller was so
That
nice.
Keller, Anna
Yeah,
Keller,
similar to the Boldy move. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nasty.
It was fucking sick goal. Sick goal. Yeah, that was heartbreaking, but a hell of an effort from our women's team. Like you
MPP.
said, we were supposed to get smoked in that game, and we made an effort. So
So sad that MPP is going to go out like that. That's the way she goes.
Best player
hell of a
ever.
career though.
Best player ever. Her and
You,
Wickenizer.
you think she's better? You think she's better than Wickenizer, or do you think Wickenizer's still the GOAT of female hockey?
She's best
What are
player
you saying
ever.
yes to? MPP is?
MPP. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not quite as impactful as Mark Stone, but pretty good.
Righto.
All right. Is that it?
All right, boys. This has been fun. I think, unless you guys have anything else you wanna lay out there, I think we're good for the night.
Hold
Sounds
on.
good. We'll see you guys again.
Hopefully you can hear
You're
this. Hold on. We are so close. Hold on. I got ads. We're almost there. Hold on. Can you hear it or no?
A little bit.
My
We're gonna get
phone's dead.
copyrighted.
My phone's dead. So that was all I had.
Yeah. And the pod's getting copyrighted. Way to go.
Alrighty.
Okay, thanks,
and
boys.
taken down around
Till
hour
next time.
45 is just gone.
Yeah.
Copyrighted, taken down, never posted again.
All right.
Okay, deuces.
Fuck's sakes, not again. See ya.